Yo, what is good, YouTuber? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the best attainable point guards here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. Here on this tier list, basically all the best dark matter and below point guards in the game with a couple of 100 overalls sprinkled in there. Those 100 overalls are basically the guys you can attain pretty cheap. So Oscar Robertson, Steve Nash, guys like that are easily under 500,000 MT. I think 500,000 MT is a pretty good threshold to use for what is considered an attainable card, because I think that's reasonable for like a good chunk of the community who grinds the game consistently, no money spent, to be able to get, you know what I mean? Or low money spent. I do think it's reasonably attainable to be able to get those cards, even if you specifically watching this video can't. That doesn't mean they're not attainable for a lot of the people who've been grinding the game throughout the year. So with that being said, before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And I said 40K again. I mean 50K. I apologize. Really appreciate all y'all support, man. We just hit 40K a couple days ago. Shout out to y'all for all your support. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Starting off with Luka Doncic. I think he's an S tier attainable point guard, honestly. He's 6'7", quality defender, elite level jumper. And I think that type of size, quality shot, and quality defense provides a lot of value. Now, he's not much of a scorer, and he's got no fade at all. Those are the issues. And if those are big enough issues for you, where that makes him not an S tier point guard, I get it. For me, I think he is. I legitimately like him a lot. I think, and I know I'm biased. I'm a Luka fan, obviously. He's my favorite player in real life. At the same time, he's a really good card, and I would put him in the S tier, even though he isn't the greatest like shot creator or fader, I guess. Delano Banton. Is it insane to put a diamond card in B tier at this point in the year? I don't really think so. He is so good. This card has an awesome jumper. He is one of the best. I mean, he is the best diamond card in my team, probably. 6'8", quality defender. Quality, he's got like 95 speed. He's a good slasher. His jumper is money, and he's got a huge player build. He's a stud. I almost want to put him A tier. He's so good. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I don't know if Shai is still an S tier attainable point guard. He's very close, but I don't think I would personally put him there anymore. The main reason I say that is just because I don't personally think he's like that insane defensively. He's one of the better attainable point guards, but I'm not sure he's one of the best. I think there's a few guys on this list that are better than him. He's like very high A, definitely very good, but I think probably not S anymore. The Big O, I think, is S. His jumper's not spectacular, but he is 6'5", which is tall enough to stand. Like, he's got the 99 stats and badges. He's got pretty much perfect sigs, and the jumper is not bad. It's just not amazing, which is 6'5" isn't ideal, right? But I do think he's a very good card, and I think he's S tier. And for me, I think this is the right spot for him. Alex Caruso. I think I'd take Caruso over Shai, so I think he's S tier. Defensively, he's awesome. He's a great slash. He's got really good dunk animations, and he's a decent shot creator with a pretty good jumper. He's a good card. I think he's a bit underrated and underappreciated, in all honesty, in terms of how good he actually is. So I am personally definitely a pretty big fan of Alex Caruso's cards in my team, really throughout the last several years, not even just this year, but this year especially. I think he's really good. So for me, I would put Caruso as a top few point guard on this list. Dyson Daniels, very similar to Delano Banton, big quality defensive point guard with a good jumper. Banton's more athletic as a slasher than Dyson, just slightly, I would say. Actually, now they're about the same. I think they're both really good cards. I mean, I think you could really go with kind of whoever between the two, but I think they're both B tier. Definitely very, very nice options who can compete at a very high level at their positions. Gary Payton. I think I got Dark Matter GP on the same level as Dyson and Delano at this point. Being 6'4" is not obviously ideal, you know what I mean? And while I do think he's a good card, for me, it's like, I don't know. There's not a lot of shot creation with that card at all. He's not really much of a scorer. I think B tier is probably fair. Derek White, probably C. Just not quite enough of a scorer for a guy who's 6'4". He's not awful, but I probably wouldn't run him at this point. LaMelo, B. 6'7", decent defender, but his offense is just mid because he's got no movement. I don't love his jumper on this card. I think he's B tier. Denny is S. Denny might be the best card in this list. He's legitimately so good. That's like one of the best opal cards in the game. Awesome jumper, awesome defender, very big player build, super switchable. He's a quality card. Really, really good option at the point guard position. Lonzo Ball, same level as LaMelo. I truly don't think he's that much. Well, you know what? Lonzo might actually be low A. He's better than Dyson and Delano are overall. I'll go low A. He's better than all the guys in B tier. His defense is valuable. I think he's quality defender. He's a good card. I think that's probably fair. I'm fine with him in A tier. low A, but not a bad card. Cam Thomas is a fun scorer and shot creator, but he's 6'3" without elite defense. I think he's C tier. Jeremy Lin, kind of similarly, decent jumper, okay movement, but at this point, he's probably C tier as well. He might even honestly be arguably D tier. You look at this list, there's not that many cards that I think are probably worse than Jeremy Lin. Anthony Black, same level as Dyson Daniels, Delano Banton, another defensive point guard who's got a pretty good jumper. He also has pro fade, which is, or is pro too. I think he's got pro, but he's got decent movement, curry escape. He's quality defensively, 95 speed, driving dunk, and 3-ball as well. Basically, like, he's a legitimately good card. Zach LaVine, B. He's not, Black, Daniels, Banton are all better defensively than him, in my opinion. Honestly, Gary Payton probably is too. He's a 6'5" point guard whose jumper's good, but outside of that, the movement besides his drag back is very mid. He is not a card that I personally recommend. Drew Holiday, yet another quality defensive point guard. He's like a worse Caruso. He's not nearly as good of a slasher as Caruso is, but he is a good card. He's one of the better opals in the game. And I think he's high B. He's very, very solid card. Definitely not a bad option. Manu Ginobili, I will give Manu, I think, still S tier at this point. Manu gives you a lot of scoring and shot creation. I definitely like him better than I like a card like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, for example. I'm a fan of Manu. I think he's definitely good. He's probably towards the bottom half of the S tier point guards, but I will give him an S tier spot. KPJ just doesn't give you quite the defense, the shot. He's got good shot creation, a nice jumper, but it's not unbelievable. And he just doesn't quite give you the stuff the guys in B tier give you. I think he's probably C tier. Mark Price, I know he's got pretty good movement. He's a legit 6'1" point guard, very small, not going to defend. I think he's D tier. Jamal Murray doesn't have enough movement for me to overcome his lack of size. Don't love him offensively or defensively enough for him not to be D tier. Tyler Hero, I will give out of D tier, but I'm not going higher than C. I think he's one of the worst Dark Matter point guards. He's not a complete atrocity, but not all that good. Kyle Lowry, D tier, just too undersized, just like Mark Price at this point. Jumper's nice, but it's not enough. Draymond, I'm actually going to give A tier. Draymond's defense is so valuable, and his jumper's not atrocious. I think he's pretty good. I don't think he's spectacular. He's probably low A, but I think he's pretty good. Dante Exum, C. Another solid pink diamond, but he's not as good as Black, Daniels, or Banton, in my opinion. I'd put him a tier below those guys. I think that's fair. Tyrese Maxey, fun jumper, fun scorer, but I don't think he does enough overall to be higher than C tier, but he is a pretty fun card to use. Gilbert Arenas, A tier, really solid, fun, small point guard. Honestly, he could kind of be argued S with the movement. He's got 100 overall stats and badges and a really nice jumper. In fact, if I have Oscar, yeah, you know what? I'll put Gilbert in S. I like that card. I think he's good. I think he's a little slept on. S tier for him. Dominique, 6'8", switchable defensive point guard. Really, the only reason he's going A tier is because of size. Size has just become more and more valuable as the year progresses. At this point, Dominic being 6'8" at point guard, even though I don't adore the jumper or the movement, is enough for him to probably be A tier. Jared McCain's kind of mid. I think he's probably D. Walt Frazier, A. Doesn't quite have the size, but the jumper's amazing and the movement is there. He's very similar to Jason Kidd. Definitely a card I like a lot. Speaking of Jason Kidd, I think I forgot Jason Kidd on this list. My bad. J Kidd, I would consider him a attainable point guard. He should have been on this list. He'd also be A tier. He'd be high E, borderline S. He might be S, to be honest. The fact I left him off this list is kind of bad. My fault. Jalen Suggs, a 6'5", solid defensive point guard, but he doesn't have half on-ball minutes, which is weird, and his jumper's not that spectacular. I think he's at best C tier. I don't like Pistol Pete's jumper, and I don't think he's that good defensively. He's probably D. Ty Jerome's got great movement, but unfortunately his jumper's pretty mid. I can't put him higher than C with the way his jumper is, but if the movement was better, I'd like him a lot more. Reese Shea, I know he's 6'10". His jumper's very meh to me. The size and defense is valuable, which is why he's B tier, but wouldn't put him higher than that. Evan Turner's really good Galaxy Opal. Jumper's quality, defense is there, movements. Honestly, I'm going A tier for Evan Turner. 6'6". He's not that much worse than Shea at all. He's a legitimately solid card. Baron Davis is just too small. He's one of the better small point guards, kind of like Tyrese Maxey, where I'll put him C, not D, but I still don't think he's that great. Mitch Richmond, I think it's an S tier spot. He's good. He's a legitimately good card. He's 6'5". He's got pretty good movement, a really nice jumper, great slasher, does everything well. Of course, has 100 overall. He's got all the stats and badges. Like, he's a good card. He's an S tier point guard. Monte, fun scorer, but doesn't provide quite enough defense or slashing or overall just ability, in my opinion. I think he's better than Jeremy Lin, though. You know what? I think Jeremy Lin is getting moved to D tier at this point. I'm sorry. And Derek White, well, I don't know. These guys are mostly in C tier because of defense for the most part, or really good scoring. Tyler Hero's got some size, a little bit more than most of these guys. I don't know. The C tier doesn't feel like, it feels like some of the cards in C tier are not probably deserving. I don't know. Andrew Bogut, 7-footer. That's his value. He's a giant switchable big who can play point guard. Isn't complete liability speed wise. He's got like 90 perimeter, 90 interior, or not very high interior, but like 90 perimeter, 90 agility. So he moves enough on the perimeter. I think he's A tier. Castle, 6'7" defender, I don't think he's S tier. I'm not the biggest fan of this card because I don't love his jumper, but the Pro 2 Fade is nice. Movement is okay, and the defense is quality. I think he's A tier. Steve Nash is one of the best short point guards in the game. I'll go B for Steve Nash. I think he's B because I actually think Darren Williams is better, and I think Darren Williams is low A. Darren Williams is my favorite short point guard in the game, not named Jason Kidd right now, probably. His movement is literally perfect. His jumper is spectacular. I actually think he's an A tier card. Now, Steve Nash, really solid card in his own right, but he just isn't quite as good as Darren when it comes to the movement and stuff. And I think at the end of the day, that's the main differentiating factor when you're looking at elite level 6'3" point guards at this point in the year. So for 6'3", they're elite cards, but I think they're A and B tier respectively. That being said, I'm sure this is going to be an unpopular list, but let me know what y'all's thoughts are in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.